Hi everyone, this is your first digital technologies lesson from home. For our very first session, what we're going to do is we're going to try to make sure that you can link with your teachers from home using your emails. So some of you guys may have done this before, some of you guys may never have done this before, but it's a good recap for everybody anyway. So we're going to start off by using Google Chrome, and we're going to click up at the top just up here, and I'm going to type in office.com. I'm going to press enter. Okay, I'm not going to press search, I'm just going to press enter, and it's going to take me to this web page. So if I then look up here where it says sign in, it's a little grey person, and I click on there and it's going to give me the chance to sign in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sign in, and so what I need to do is I need to put in my name and my numbers, and then have at education.tas.edu.au. So if you look really carefully, it's your first name dot your surname dot your numbers at education.tas.edu.au. Okay, and then click next, and it's going to bring you up to the Department of Education sort of background, and you need to put your password in. You hopefully remember what your password is. If you can't remember what your password is, then you are going to have to get in touch with your own class teacher, probably via ClassDojo or something like that, to get your password reset. Remember, reset passwords tend to go back to your own birthday, but your teacher will give you more information about that. So this is your Office 365 dashboard. So in here you could do some work in Word or Excel, PowerPoint, but what we're going to have a look at today is using Outlook here, and it's this one. So click on that, and this will begin your email program. Now the very first time you use Outlook, it will come up with this, but it won't ask you ever again once you've reset it. So the first bit, language, let's do this in English, makes sense. So leave that as it is. Time zone, our time zone, if you click on it and then scroll down all the way down to the bottom, we're going to go all the way down to +10 Hobart. So +10 Hobart, there it is, click. So there it is, and press save, and it's just going to make you do that one time. Okay, the next time it won't actually ask you to do that. So it then takes just a minute to load up your emails, and here we've got a few. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on new message. It's up here in the top corner. Okay, so I'm now going to send myself an email. I'm going to type in my own email address, so nick.putic@education.tas.gov.au. So have you noticed it's come up with mine there because this email address has emailed me before? But if not, then all you've got to do is just click it out. That will work. Have you noticed that the teachers don't have any numbers before the @? Okay, and they're also at education.tas.gov.au. So the other students are edu.au, just like you are, but the teachers all have gov instead. So please make sure that you spell it exactly right. So the names need to be correct, and education and TAS and everything else needs to be exactly correct. So don't put any other full stops in, don't put any other spaces or anything like that. To do the @ symbol, that's this one here, you've got to hold down Shift and press the number 2 key on your keyboard, and that should put that @ symbol in for you. It's like giving an address on a letter. In this box here, this is add a subject or a title to your email. So I might put in my first email. Okay, so that's what my email is about, and I might say, hi Mr. P. Okay, it's always nice to start with who it is and say hello. This is the first email that I have ever sent. Okay, from, and you obviously need to say who it's from, and in this case it's to me, from me, that's okay, but you guys would normally put who you're writing to at the top, and then from you just there. And then to finish off, finally, you just press send. Okay, so when I do that, send, it doesn't give me any messages at all to say that that email has gone, but as long as I put the email address in correctly, it will get there. If you suddenly over here on this side, which is blocked out for you now, if you see that you have like a funny email back from Microsoft, and if you read it carefully, it might tell you that your email has bounced back to you. that would be because you actually got something wrong about that email address. I'm going to click on new messages for a moment. If you want to email your own teacher, then you need to use your own class teacher's email address. Okay, so I'm just going to make my font a bit bigger so you can see it. So these are the class teacher's email addresses. Okay, if you look carefully, read find your own teacher, read their email address, and please just note, if you're in Miss Spears' class, her email address, okay, is actually Atherdirt. It doesn't have the N on the end there, so just be really careful to make sure that you get that correct. Okay, it's like she's got a very long name and it's cut off part of the end of her name, so you just have to remember that. Okay, but your email addresses are there for your teachers. So if you want to email Miss Peck, then you would type in her email address, which is samantha.peck@education.tas.gov.au. You'd put your subject, okay, in there, and then you'd write your message in this box here. Okay, so your job for this lesson is to email your own class teacher, say hi to them, tell them something that you've been doing over the last week or so, and tell them how much you're obviously looking forward to doing your at-home online electronic learning. Okay, then press send. And that's the end of your lesson for today.